So we just finished watching Namibia's Got Talent, and we shared it with a small group of EAL students. And we've recorded it as well, so we're going to share this with a wider audience. But I'm just going to hand over now to the students, the Drama 2 students who actually created this really cool thing, and get them to talk about what it was like having freedom and voice and choice in the development of it, the positives and negatives, the highs and lows, the fun and the sadness. I'm sure there was no sadness. Anyway, I'll pass it.
So I think this was very different than like pretty much any other class, because we were given, the students were coming up with what to do, or like the teacher helped, but we were coming up with the idea, and we were coming up with what we wanted to spend class time doing. And I think that gives us a new, it gives us a new opportunity that other classes don't offer. And it was just interesting to see how it would be trying out something like this, where it was the students were more involved, and it was interesting to try that out.
I'm interested because it was quite organic, you know, how it worked. There was not much structure. Did you struggle with that? The lack of structure?
It had its advantages and disadvantages.
Can you just talk about the disadvantages?
So it was less rehearsed, and sometimes the final outcome could have been improved if we'd rehearsed more, or maybe had more specific scripts. But I think just it would have been a slightly more enjoyable or entertaining to watch if we had rehearsed.
Okay.
Okay, so I want to talk about how fun it was to actually make this movie. I think it's really fun that, like as Craig said, it has its pros and cons, but I think one con was probably waiting around. It was really, I wouldn't say time consuming, but like it's really hard to sit there and wait for to film the next scene. And one pro, I think everything was pro, because it was a really fun movie to shoot. And yeah.
Any specific skills that you feel like you have developed or learned through this process?
Through this movie, I think improvisation. It's been a while since I've actually improvised scenes. So improvisation is a big part of the
I like the freedom that you gave us. I don't think there's been any class that really gave us that, and that gave us a chance to explore new ideas and have our imagination. And it was really quite crazy and fun to do it. One thing that maybe we could improve on was the storyboard, because that's really what we went off of, and we didn't really work on that, in my opinion, as much as we could. And that would have been like, we would have been able to get more scenes in and maybe make the movie better, but it was already really good.
So what really appealed to me about this movie unit in itself was like, it's a new experience, because as someone who does lots of drama and, you know, theater, sports, and I'm in the play, because like instead of just going up on stage, it's like a new thing you do, like making a movie. So I haven't really done anything related to movie making before. So like learning these new things you can do, like storyboarding, learning new skills, like writing scripts, and like just overall like being in this experience of making a movie was really a fun experience overall, and really like it teaches you a lot, and I really enjoyed it.
This was your kind of baby, and how did that feel in itself, like knowing that this was your idea that was sort of blossomed and grew and changed and developed on the way?
Well, yeah, it was really like fun to see it progress. It started as some like inside joke from theater sports, and we were always like hoping to go get a game to perform it on stage, but then now we got the chance to do it in drama, which I felt as a movie instead of like playing it as a game, which I felt was really cool. And just to see it like progress from like just an idea in your head to like filming it and then actually watching it is it was really cool.
Awesome.
I thought making the film was really fun, and at times it was hard to focus because just some of the stuff that we did was so stupid. Like at one point, well, several points through, I had a cactus sitting next to me. I'm not really sure why, but I found that kind of funny, and it was really enjoyable. One skill I think I could take from this is editing, because for this I hadn't really edited any movies before, and it was really fun to make.
I think what really made this movie fun for us to make was probably because we have our own freedom and that we could choose what scenes to do and like what to say in the scene, because we were improvising most of the times. So it's not really putting pressure on you to remember the scripts or remember certain lines. But I think in doing the movie or during the filming, I think everyone had to focus on their voice, because if you're not speaking loud or speaking clearly, then the audience won't understand what you're saying, or the camera won't pick it up.
The teacher up the back whispered to me. She said, "Did they write that script?" And essentially, you wrote it on the fly, like you made it up as you went along. But it was a really great, the dialogue was really great. You were really, really good at your improv skills, and it came across like it was a really well-crafted script, and that's really challenging. So you did a great job. What else was I going to ask you? I think that's it. Maybe we could just say one farewell to the audience, and thanks for watching.
It's time to go back to the stage.
Yeah. So well done, guys. Give yourselves a round of applause.